Well, from concerts to forums, Venezuela held a series of events to commemorate the anniversary of the death of former President Hugo Chavez. But in the 2 years since his death, his hand-picked successor has struggled to keep Venezuela afloat politically and economically. CCTV's Markovits has our story.
For Teresa de Silva, Hugo Chavez is still her president. A cashier at an internet cafe in Caracas, she remembers when she did not have to wait in long lines to get food and medicine. Now, those things are a daily occurrence, which is why she says she's not going to vote for the party of Chavez's hand-picked successor, Nicolas Maduro, anymore.
I think to continue the vision of President Chavez is impossible because it died when he died. The people don't identify with Maduro. A lot of people who were with Chavez don't like him.
2 years after Hugo Chavez's death, many people feel like Teresa. Almost immediately after Maduro became president, Venezuela's problems increased dramatically. Shortages of goods became common, while the country's inflation rate is close to 70%, the highest in the world. But it could be that Venezuela's current situation is not even Maduro's fault. Instead, many opposition figures believe that Chavez's strict price and currency controls have caused the shortages, while Chavez's confrontational approach created deep divisions among Venezuelans.
We are reaping what was sown during Hugo Chavez's mandate. The destruction of the productive capacity of the country, of institutions and its independence, including the confrontation and polarization of society as state policy.
But Maduro may also be the victim of bad luck. Since he assumed office, the price of oil has dropped by more than half. This is critical since Venezuela depends on 95% of its revenue on the sale of petroleum. This has severely drained the country's treasury.
But many of the president's supporters say Venezuela's economic woes are the result of a plot by the United States and select business leaders. Maduro's administration blames them for destroying the economy by organizing producers to hoard products. They say this is driving up prices and creating shortages. Gonzalo Gomez, a journalist and Maduro supporter, says the opposition dramatically increased its campaign once the less charismatic and untested Maduro became president.
The loss of a figure like the commandant Hugo Chavez created an absence of a leader that was fundamental to this process. It generated a huge void. The opposition has tried to take advantage of that void in order to capture the government once again. It has created a destabilization campaign to create chaos in the country, to make people angry, so the people will blame the economic conditions on Maduro and also the socialist model.
Maduro's popularity has taken a deep hit in the last 2 years. According to some polls, he has a 20% approval rating. Bad news for the president, as his party faces the opposition in key congressional elections later this year. Markovits, CCTV, Caracas.